All right, what's going on, drivers? Check this out. Hope everybody's being safe out there, man. On this channel right here, I'm gonna do a lot. You know what I mean? I done mentioned that in a couple of my channels before, so it's gonna be kind of random. I'm gonna do some safety stuff, you know what I mean? Tell a little bit about what I see going on out here. I've been driving over 17 years and I done seen this industry change. A little bit for the better, but a lot for the worse. You dig what I'm saying? One of the main issues I'm making this video about today is your kingpin. I made a short on it the other day and I posted it on TikTok and it got flooded with, you know, people viewing that short. But today I'm making one in long form version about the kingpin because I actually have an electric kingpin in my truck, and as I'm riding today, I seen the sign come on that says kingpin is activated, not authorized. So I actually got out, did a tug test, you know what I'm saying, bagged up, I released from the pin, bagged up, hooked back up to it again, did another tug test, got up under the tractor, made sure the pin was connected with the locking jaws of the fifth wheel. Hey, I guess that wasn't good enough because as I got to riding, I got about 15 miles down the road, that light came on again. And if you see a light come on saying kingpin is released, stop immediately, activated without authorization, anything could happen. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I urge any driver that's out there, and I know this repetitive talk, make sure you check everything on your tractor before you pull off. Your tires, your trailer for us pulling that kingpin, check those little rivets. You know, everything you can that you spot with your eye within a 15-minute check. Me, I take it to a 25 to 30. I want to be more than safe than sorry. I want to make it home the same way I left out to do my job. You dig what I'm saying? Safety is the key. So I'm gonna get to walk around the track and I'm gonna point out a couple of things. So like I said, it might be repetitive to some of y'all, but once again, it's best to be safe than sorry. Okay, one of the first things I advise is always check all your tires. These tires sometimes appear to be fully inflated, and in actuality, they are flatter than a doorknob. You know what I'm saying? I know, it done happened to me before. I actually pulled out after checking my tires, and when I got to the yard gate before going out of the yard, one of the drivers said, "Hey man, your tire's flat." I'm like, "What? I just hit it with the hammer." So make sure you double check those tires every time. I usually try and catch them on the side and up top. You can't go wrong if you do it that way. Just double checking. Now this is another thing that will actually piss you off if you don't check it. You know what I'm saying? Because I see some guys, they kind of wait till a little bit later before they actually hook up to their truck, being to the fact that it has a stand up under holding the trailer up. And some companies don't want you to back up on the trailer until they actually through loading the trailer or unloading the trailer. You dig what I'm saying? But check this out. Make sure you check those rivets, man. I done pulled up to some trailers and somebody done took the rivets out. So I always keep me an extra set. But this is what I'm speaking of. Check it out. These right here, rivets. I always keep you an extra set of those, man. Cause you might pull up to a yard and you know, maybe somebody done pulled it out, or maybe when they pulled off their glad hands, it popped out with the ones that actually go on the back of the tractor. But make sure you keep your extra set of these rivets right here. I done actually went to a yard and got ready to hook up to a trailer, and there wasn't none on there. Luckily, I had some inside my tractor, an extra set. That mess will drive you crazy if you got to go and ain't nobody around in the yard, and you looking for, you know, somebody to give you some and you ain't got none of your own. So it's best to keep your extra set of those. But now I'm gonna walk around the actual trailer. I'm gonna check these tires while they still load me up, and we're gonna go from there. I'm just taking y'all on this journey with me. Another thing I also check, make sure these lines are on. And you can pretty much look at these and make sure they're in there real tight. Don't take that long to do it. this is the kicker. One of my main things, one of my main things I would stress to every driver to make sure they check is that kingpin that's on the front of the trailer. This is what I'm speaking of. That guy right there. Always make sure you check that. Make sure it's hooked to that fifth wheel. For y'all new guys, even y'all guys with y'all trainers, don't let nobody rush you on doing a tug test. Those locking jaws right there need to be securely wrapped around that pin. That's a matter of life, and I don't want to say the other word. But y'all want to make sure, definitely make sure you do a tug test and make sure those locking jaws is securely wrapped around that pin. Sometimes when you connect your glad hands to the trailer hands, when you pulling them off, that little rubber rivet, it can come loose and pop off actually with your glad hands. So what I always do with eyesight is I make sure it's not pressed in. I make sure it's flush around that hole of those glad hands. Let me just show you what I'm speaking. I make sure this is flush around. Because sometimes this will be bent in, this little rubber piece, and it'll be inside the hole from the right hand side, from the outer ring, and you'll hear air seeping. You don't want no air seeping. And that's easy to happen. So it's definitely, you must definitely check that. All in all, man, at the end of the day, it's all about being safe. There's too much happening out here with semi, truck and trailer drivers, man. You know what I'm saying? So not to call nobody out, but I'm just gonna do my part. And it's something I like doing, showing y'all the safety features or the safety tips of what you can do to make sure you're safe. Remember, at the end of the day, cover your own ASS, and you'll be all right. You'll feel safer going down that road. Y'all stay blessed. Peace. Subscribe to the channel. I got more coming because it is a junction out here. 100.